Good blessed Wednesday night, September the 24th, 2025. I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. You have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution, a freedom of press, a freedom of speech, freedom to protest, freedom to gather, and a freedom to associate. If you are felons, you want to check with your local law enforcement officials to see if it's okay and not an illegal act to do any of the above mentioned. If you're on probation or parole, you want to contact your probation and parole officers to check the same thing. By the way, it's about 7:47 p.m. What I want to talk about now is today makes 1,650 days since my son, Bryan Lamar Johns, was found in Carbondale, Illinois on Friday, March the 19th, 2021, lynched, hung. They tried to declare it a suicide, but I've been battling ever since. And what you're about to see in a minute or two is me going down to Carbondale, Illinois, to the city council meeting and addressing the city council mayor and the city council members concerning the death of my son. And I just want to say that I haven't given up. 2 or 3 times they opened it back up. But I want y'all to just keep me in your prayers because he have other brothers and sisters besides my 2 daughters. If any of y'all is up to it and do like me, coming up to Chicago when I can to go visit his grave site and speak on his death, maybe y'all can do in return, come down to Carbondale, Illinois this Saturday, September the 27th, 2025, in front of the place where he was found hung, which is 400 Oakland Street in Carbondale, Illinois, on the corner of Oakland and Sycamore. I'll be there. Lately, it's just been, the past 4 years, it's just been me, my 2 youngest daughters down here who I raised from birth, and strangers that I met.
To keep the city running. Next on the agenda, citizens' comments and questions. City council meetings are deliberative sessions by members of the governing body. Civility and decorum are expected and will be required at all times. Public comment is encouraged at all public meetings, but the primary purpose of the meeting is for the council to discuss and determine public policy for the city. Members of the public may address the city council during public comments agenda item for only those items that are relevant to city business, such as information about city events, issues that the municipality has the authority to address, previously debated items, and items that the council may consider in the future. The mayor shall strictly restrain comments and questions to matters that are relevant to city business and shall not permit repetitious comments. All other agenda items will also include an opportunity for public comments in accordance with the rules adopted and codified by the City Council. Speakers should wait to be recognized before they proceed to the podium and should begin their statement by first stating their name and whether or not they are a resident of the city. A speaker who represents an organization or other person should identify the organization or person. Public comments are to be directed to the City Council as a whole and not to individual council members or individual city staff. The City Council and staff are not required to respond to comments and questions. Speakers may comment up to 4 minutes per item, once per person. No speaker may give their allotted minutes to another person or group. A maximum of 30 minutes will be permitted for public comments, and a maximum of 20 minutes per agenda item will be allotted for public comments on all of the items except public hearings. Are there any citizens who wish to comment? I see a hand in the back.
My name is Raymond Lewis Ivy, and I'm not a resident, but I'm representing my deceased son, which was a resident, Bryan Lamar Johns. I know the mayor and a few other people is familiar with me, the former chief of police, which is the city manager now, familiar with me. Today marks 1,649 days since my son was found hung here in Carbondale, Illinois, in the 400 block of North Oakland Street, which used to be the Gaslight Apartments, and some of his property, which is his shirts, was found in the 400 block of Sycamore in the same compartment building. And today what I want to come and ask that give my son the consideration, even though they ruled it suicide, and like I said before, if you read the paperwork, when the call was given, soon when they got on the scene, they declared it a suicide without even a complete investigation. I commend the now sitting city manager. He has met with me, and I appreciate that. But what I'm asking is that my son get the same treatment that Praveen got. Praveen was declared that he went in the woods and he was intoxicated, and he was found like my son with no shirt in the winter, but my son was found hung. But they declared it, the police department, prosecuting attorney, and the pathologist declared it as he went out in the woods. But 4 years later, his people, his family, unlike mine and me, didn't have the money to get another pathologist, but that was overturned, and then they arrested somebody and convicted him, even though a judge threw it out on a technicality. The same with Molly Young. Molly Young, they said that she talked about suicide, but the Molly Young and the Praveen family, they had news media attention. My son, the only social internet he had is by me having a worldwide YouTube channel, and it was on YouTube. Some people don't even know who Bryan Lamar Johns is. But Bryan Lamar Johns was a human being. He was my oldest son. This September, this Saturday, he would be turning 50 years old. And I'm asking that give me the same opportunity that Molly Young and the Praveen family had. They have money and people. I don't have the money that they have. But what I'm asking is that we let the public know. If the public would have known, even though they said they don't let public know about suicide, Trey Reed, and then the guy after him that got found hung, the news seen it. And if they wouldn't have declared it the same day, I believe that the news media would have been able to look at my son's case. The same with the Illinois State Highway Patrol. They don't really too much investigate suicides, but it was declared suicide prematurely, and I'm asking that someone meet with me. Like I said, the former chief of police, he met with me a few times, and they did some of the things that I asked, even though I wasn't totally satisfied with the investigation 3 years later, especially of the female that had my son his T-shirts in our house. And they, at the time, they didn't think it was important enough to investigate. But after a while later, they did go, but 3 years later. I appreciate y'all time.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, Ms. Latecki.
I'll leave y'all with this here. Whether me and those strangers or me and one person be there this Saturday, the 27th, 2025, for Bryan's, my son's 50th birthday, let it be. But I'm going to continue until he gets justice or I go to the grave. Peace be still.